I think that this is a good combo with the two of you because it explains the two sides that we have here. We have a growing awareness, a more public awareness in a way. It's not enough about where our food comes from and how our food is produced. And maybe more of us know now than did 20 years ago. And maybe there are more local restaurants that have local food that pride themselves in doing that. Maybe there's more publications and it's more a conversation that we hear. But like Neil was saying, and Patrick was saying, what's so crazy is the power that's wielded by the people that are sort of companies like Tyson that are forcing good farmers into situations where they have to produce food in a way that's toxic and that's not profitable, and it's indentured servantry and forcing people down and still forcing them to serve this greater evil. And companies like Monsanto's who pretend that they're protecting the farmers by saying, no, people don't need to know what's in their food. We don't need to know what's in our food because it's all fine. Everything's fine. It hurts the farmer if you try and tell people what's in the food, which I can't do the math for that one, but somehow it's insisted. We have to have both fights. We need to teach our children that what they eat matters not only to their bodies, but also to the land and to the community and to the farmers and to everybody, to the health of the planet. We also need to tell our children and fight for our children against the bottom line interests of big money. And it's not, there's no way Monsanto is going to say, okay, it is all about money. Why would they do that? Because then they'd be busted. They're going to say, no, it's about saving the world. It's about feeding the children. It's about looking after the land in a productive, efficient way. There's no way Tyson is going to say, okay, well, we're just trying to screw these farmers and screw the land in as cheap a way possible so that we can make our money and our investors and shareholders can get their cake and eat it too. It's bullshit, but we have two fights, and I think this is a perfect example of what those fights are. Education, knowledge, and screaming from the top of the mountain that we need to be defended by our government and represented by our government rather than pushed down by it.
Well, I want to thank everyone for coming out here to this program this morning, and Executive Director Carolyn Mugar is going to say some closing remarks.
Well, I think it's all been said today, but we all have a deep, deep gratitude to our fellow artists on the board here and on the stage, and I know everybody wants to thank them. It takes everybody doing something. Everybody from where you are can do something, and that really is the message today. We want to invite people to do that. I am very deeply indebted to the Farm Aid staff, and I wish everybody would just raise their hands somewhere because we have an amazing, dedicated staff.
I know.
Glenda, where are you?
No, not really.
Jen Fahey. It's an amazing.
Woo!
As Glenda always says, we have a big appetite, and it's really hard for us to not be doing something, and we take on maybe too much, but that's what has to be taken on today, and it's not without everybody here that we do it. And I invite you all to have an absolutely great experience because all the food is family farm food, locally sourced, and it is from sustainable farms and a fair price to the farmer. So we want to invite you all to have a great time. The Homegrown Village is seething in action, so go out and have a wonderful time.